Meanwhile, you have all these examples. I don't know how many I just listed off in this piece, in this timeline. And there's probably more now. But dozen? Is it a dozen that I list off? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't know. Examples of Trump either kissing, groping, grabbing, walking in on 5 naked teenagers purposely, all of which without his consent. And what you folks don't realize is the problem here is that you're so uptight about this notion of consent. Allow Rush Limbaugh, the intellectual pillar, really, I mean, the longtime leader of the conservative movement, to explain.
The most insightful thing I've read yet about the Donald Trump sex talk scandal is this. How ironic, then, that a culture which rejects moral standards, and make no bones, folks, we do. Standards, moral standards. You stand up for moral standards, you're going to be mocked and laughed out of the room. They're going to call you a prude. They're going to call you a Victorian. They're going to call you an old fuddy-duddy, an old fogey, and they're going to claim you want to deny people having a good time. So, a culture which rejects moral standards. In other words, anything goes. You know what the magic word, the only thing that matters in American sexual mores today is one thing. You can do anything. The left will promote and understand and tolerate anything as long as there is one element. Do you know what it is? Consent. If there is consent on both or all three or all four, however many are involved in the sex act, it's perfectly fine, whatever it is. But if the left ever senses and smells that there's no consent in part of the equation, then here come the rape police.
Well, it's not just the rape police, it's the police who should be coming. I mean, think about what the argument is here by Rush Limbaugh. The most insightful thing about Donald Trump is that we have such moral decay where liberals allow any 2 consenting adults or 3 consenting adults or 4 consenting adults. Can one imagine 5 consenting adults can do whatever they want as long as they all agree that they're interested in doing it sexually? But if there's just one person or one person who's not legally allowed to give their consent, who's involved, ooh, call the police. I mean, I feel like we should just okay, and cut. We're done with the show. No more reason to. You've actually got Rush Limbaugh now bemoaning the fact that we live in a society where all you need to do if you want to have sex is just agree with 2 adults, as opposed to the way it used to be, where all you needed was 1 consenting adult.
I consent, my friends.
But no, we're so picky where it has to be consent from everybody involved.
What is the one thing now? You can do whatever you like. 2 adults meet each other at a bar. They choose to go home together. They do whatever's disgusting. But then all of a sudden, consent.
I mean, it's just
Maybe the lady goes, ooh, I don't want this. That's against my will and choice. All of a sudden, the left is all concerned about sexual mores. Wait, I don't want to be physically dragged into an alley and assaulted. Oh, all of a sudden, the left has gotten morals.
I'd be convinced that right now Rush Limbaugh's on there going like, oh, but they'll give Chinatown the Academy Award.
Chinatown was a great movie, right?
Amazing
Nicholson performance.
I gotta believe that even Limbaugh's audience is going like, wait, what? Are we supposed to be now pro just one person consenting to a sexual act? It's nuts.
Can literally do anything. And all of a sudden.
Hey, it's Sam Cedar. Why don't you subscribe to this channel? You can do so right over here. Over. Subscribe.